Welcome back. Looking at tonight's leading stories, the three men and a woman accused of assaulting 3-year-old Nia Glassie have been denied bail after appearing in the Rotorua District Court. Outside, protesters chanted their disgust at violence on children, while around the country thousands staged a silent 3-minute demonstration.
The biggest rewrite of our immigration law in 20 years is aimed at cracking down on illegal immigrants. If passed, it'll give authorities the power to detain people they consider a security risk and hold them for 4 days without a warrant.
And John Keys hit back a day after being savaged by political rivals. The national leader labelled the Labour Party as dog tucker, what's been called the most brutal debate seen in Parliament for years.
Well, the days of sifting through tired-looking magazines while waiting to see your doctor may be over. That's because more medical centres are introducing a new view, which is also good for your health.
It's the same old choice in most waiting rooms, well-thumbed 12-month-old women's mags and ancient periodicals, until now.
And I do a blood glucose reading 2 or 3 times a week.
It's Health TV, information to educate a captive audience.
It's been extremely positive so far, to the point where some people are actually wondering why we hadn't had it a long time ago.
Proud to be smoke-free. By choosing to be smoke-free, we have
200 medical centres have signed up so far, but it won't cost them a cent. Installation and running costs are all paid for by sponsors.
It's ACC, we've got Pharmac involved, we've got the Ministry of Health with their depression campaign, we've got the Ministry of Education with their Team Up campaign.
There are no drug company ads, no fast food or other unhealthy vices, instead handy hints and local information.
So always make sure that you do lots of stretching.
Rather than lecturing, we suggest.
Wim Sheldon says his patients are taking note.
So a patient came in this morning and he said, I didn't realise vitamins were so important to me.
Well, it's very informative, I think. Yeah.
You might think that a TV in a waiting room would be noisy and intrusive, but this system uses the latest in sound technology. They're called cone speakers, and they channel the sound directly down so that only those sitting underneath get to hear the TV. Everyone else is left in peace.
Sometimes it gets a bit long and boring reading the magazines, so it's a bit of a change.
Readership's way down.
The pile just stays there and doesn't get ruffled much.
And long waits appear to be better tolerated.
Actually, I'm waiting for The Sopranos to appear, though, so...
Laurelie Mason, One News.
A $500 million plan to make Auckland's waterfront more appealing has been unveiled. It includes more than 10 kilometres of promenades, boardwalks and wharves, as well as lookouts and artwork along the entire stretch of land. West Haven Marina will also be redeveloped. The Auckland City Council says much of the work will be done in time for the 2011 Rugby World Cup.
New Zealand author Lloyd Jones has made the long list of finalists for this year's Booker Prize. His novel Mr. Pip made the list of 13, which will be cut down to a shortlist in September. The winner of one of the world's most prestigious book prizes will be announced in October.
A key date in the countdown to the next Olympics is being celebrated in China. It's exactly a year till the Beijing Games begin on what's considered a lucky day, the 8th of the 8th month, 08.
When you want to stage the perfect games, you get the builders in early and you make them stay till they're done. A year before the Olympic Games begin, China has almost finished its main stadium, the Bird's Nest. So far, everything in Beijing is being built on time. And that's what happens when the Olympic Games comes to an authoritarian state which wants to be taken seriously as a new world power. No one in China is allowed to spoil the idea of a perfect games. Zhou Chunlan used to be a weightlifter. She stopped taking the supplements they gave her when she started growing a beard. She's now been left with a deep voice and a broken-down body. A year ago, she did something very unusual. She spoke out, angrily. But now the Olympics are coming. So, officials have bought her a laundrette and a fresh set of happy memories. Even at weekly Olympic press conferences in Beijing, everything has to be perfect.
There have been reports in recent days that Steven Spielberg may pull out as the artistic director of the opening ceremony. Can you confirm that he will stay?
We have no information, is the frozen reply. The transcribers at the back are later told to remove my question from the official transcript. For China, the Olympics are about obedience and perfection. Lessons begin early.
Time for sport itself now. So what about Kiwi officials and athletes? Are they happy with Beijing?
No, simple answer to it. How tough is it going to be for the Kiwi athletes? We'll find out very, very shortly. Also tonight, we farewell one of the icons of All Black rugby. Plus, the worry at the centre of a serious police investigation. So what are the implications for this weekend's match? Plus, baseball's greatest record is smashed. And check out the All-In for the Ball, the fan who's just become an instant millionaire. And no wonder Jerry's happy. That happens when you spent the day hammering the New Zealand Police Force.